Welcome back to Spot On Sports. How about them Cowboys, guys? Ezekiel Elliott's temporary injunction has been lifted and his appeal denied by the U.S. District Court, and he is now suspended indefinitely for 6 games. Cowboys will now be without their star running back at least until December 17th. Can the Cowboys keep themselves in playoff position until Elliott comes back? Bruce?
It's a really tough question, man. Honestly, I feel like with those 6 weeks, we have a pretty rough scheduling. Falcons, Chiefs this upcoming week, and they're a great offensive team, as well as the Falcons. The Chargers on Thanksgiving Day, they're not as scary as the Falcons or the Chiefs, but Phillip Rivers is a warrior. He'll throw the pigskin around.
He's not trying to get that L on Turkey Day.
He will. He's a competitor, so you know he's gonna play. You have to see the Redskins again and the Eagles. Honestly, coming out of these 6 games, hopefully we can be 500.
Please, thank you, please. Lord.
Hopefully, I don't, and I'm stretching that. I'm hoping that Dak Prescott can show me something without his running buddy behind him.
Mm-hmm.
The defenses are not going to be 9-man, 8-man boxes anymore. They're going to have 7, and they're going to drop 6. And dink and dunk football is not going to help you. So, and you know what your defense is. So honestly, I feel like if the Cowboys can come out of it 3-3, they can probably hopefully, depending on what the Eagles are looking like and the rest of the NFC is looking like, they can probably fight for a wild card position. Anything better than 3-3, then it's a blessing. Mm-hmm. But prepare for the worst. 2-4, maybe even 1-5.
Oh,
2-4 is it? Why you knocking them down so low?
It's below 500.
Guys, are you not understanding that the best player on the team is not a part of the offense?
Do you still have the number 1 offensive line?
They haven't been playing like it since
in the last 3 games. They have.
It's not even about that.
Cowboys ranked 2nd in rushing, over 150 yards a game.
You know, and I understand that, and all those numbers are credited to Ezekiel Elliott.
I agree.
And what I'm saying to you guys is, it's not the fact that they have the best offensive line and that they are America's team or whatever you want to throw out there. It's the fact that if you talk to those guys at the Star, they'll let you know Ezekiel gives us another type of a jolt. Another type of feeling when we're out there on the field. To see him, he's Marshawn to the Cowboys for us. When he breaks for those 10, 15-yard runs, he's getting up, he's doing the feed me sign. That energizes the offensive team. The defense, they get energized by that. And when you don't have your Energizer Bunny out there who's motivating you, it's a little different. Now it's 3rd and 5 and you don't get it. No, and Zeke's not there to say, it's okay, guys. We're going to get him next time. Now you're just kind of looking like, well, Alfred didn't get it done. Dak's been dinking and dunking all day.
Are we downplaying the fact that Alfred Morris and Darren McFadden are former 1,000-yard rushers?
They're not Zeke.
Darren McFadden did it 2 years ago behind this same exact offensive line, albeit they have 2 new pieces, but they've been blocking. Alfred Morris did it against us plenty of times with the Redskins. They're still quality running backs.
No.
You don't, sure, you lose the ability to go 60 yards on a run.
Right.
But we still have these type of quality running backs on the depth chart here. Why we're taking away the fact that the Cowboys, it's as if you're saying they won't be able to run the ball at all.
This is where this is what I think the Cowboys need to do to be successful. 1, Dak, Dez, Cole, Witten, Alfred. It's time to step up. As of right now, Zeke's not coming back. Do not put the game, even though our defense has been playing great. They've been stepping up.
With Sean Lee back.
Yes, but do not get it to the where your offense is not putting up points and you continue to keep your defense on the field all game. I don't think our defense, even with how good they've been playing, will be able to keep up with the teams that we'll be going up against.
Let me give you guys some of the stats that Elliott brings to the Cowboys. He has 690 rushing yards. That's third. That's third in the NFL with behind Kareem Hunt and it's not LeGarrette Blount, but I'm saying he's third in the league in rushing. I apologize about that. Averaging 4.2 yards a carry. 4.2. So that means after the first down, you're looking at what? Second and 4.
6, second and 4.
Second and 5.
We guys saw the guy yesterday. He was literally ran 5 yards and then got touched.
You're ahead of the chains when you do those things. You have to understand. Now I understand what you're saying when you say we have Rod Smith, Alfred, and McFadden, who are former 1,000-yard rushers, which is all fine and dandy. But when you're getting 2 yards a carry or 3 yards a carry, instead of it being 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5, now it's 2nd and 9.
And now all eyes are on who?
Prescott.
Dak Prescott, to see if this man can lead his team.
No.
Whose team is this? Is this Dak's team or Zeke's team?
This is Zeke's team.
And so Dak needs to step up.
This is
You
Zeke's
are the
team.
quarterback.
He's the quarterback.
Step up.
But it's Zeke's
Make
team.
the plays. You look. You're already. All eyes on you already.
Right.
They're saying you are a bus driver, above
Right.
average bus driver, a clock manager at best, a little bit
know.
above that. Be the guy that you yourself are seeing yourself to be.
This week, I want to say this, my bad.
No, you good.
This week, I think Scott Linehan, honestly, for the entire 6 games, if Zeke is gone for that long,
Right.
Scott Linehan needs to implement some of that read option back. Because when Alfred Morris was a 1,000-yard rusher, he was with Robert Griffin. What were they running? The read option. And that year, Robert Griffin won Rookie of the Year. Alfred Morris had 1,000 yards. And you see most of the time, Dak will do the read option with Zeke. But
And
when
beat
you
the
see,
defense with his feet.
but you see Zeke always get the carries because that's how much trust they have in him in this offense. Now it's time to switch it up. When you see that opening, Dak, keep that ball in the read option and go get the first. That's what will prove a lot to me.
I just feel like just to piggyback off what you said, I do feel like Scott Linehan needs to get maybe 15 to 20 plays that are Dak Prescott's best plays that he executes well from RPOs, whether it's run pass option, under the center, pass to Dez. He needs to get 15 to 20 plays and mix them in throughout the game plan. Because I feel like Prescott can lead the team to a winning record without Ezekiel. But once again, you have to understand that Zeke brings energy to the defense. The defense isn't the best defense. I understand that Sean Lee is back and that he makes a difference. He does make a well of a difference. But it's only that we're coming from 30th to up to 25th, if you get the example I'm giving. We go without Sean Lee, we're 30th. With him, we're like 25th.
They're giving up 18 points a game with Lee on the field, 35 when he's not there.
And it's true, and I understand. But what I'm saying is, we know the truth that in the NFC East, if you have to rank the Cowboys defense, they were probably coming fourth. Just to be honest. Now different positions on the level, you maybe rank them different. I think D. Lawrence and David Irving.
You have the third best pass rush in the NFL.
And I love it. But numbers don't lie either. The statistics say that they are the third best. Mm-hmm. But at the same token, those numbers are skewed a little bit. Some teams have to pass the ball a little more in second half if you're down by 20 points or more, or 14 points or more, i.e. San Francisco, the Rams when we were up 24-16. Some of those numbers can get a little skewed because, honestly, we still give up a lot of rushing yards. But
Sean Lee wasn't there. Now that Sean Lee has been there, they've been able to stifle offense. And let's be honest, and I know the Cowboys have problems with, high-scoring teams such as the Chiefs are this Sunday. They're going to present a real big problem to the Cowboys defense.
They are going to present a very big problem.
Dak and that offense can't move the ball.
If they can't control the ball. Not move it.
It's moving. Control. You're going against the Chiefs. Look, the Cowboys have a philosophy of time and possession.
True.
We know that. Run the ball, control the clock, keep the offense off the field, keep your defense off the field.
Right.
Now, I feel really good about the Cowboys' chances in these next 6 games. Like I said, David Irvin's playing out of his mind.
He is. He's playing out of his mind.
DeMarcus Lawrence is playing out of his mind. I think it's a contract thing, but he's playing out of his mind. Tyron Crawford, you could throw him in there. He's got 5 sacks.
Okay. One question. Why, and this has just been puzzling me since we drafted him, why isn't Ryan Switzer on the field with Cole Beasley?
He doesn't know what he's doing out there.
Last week when he caught that out, right, looked just like he knew what he was doing.
Well, this is the thing. He's a rookie. They're implementing him. But you can see from the first 7 games, before that one play, he kind of looks like a deer in headlights out there. We give him
it's like the guy with his screws loose still.
Yeah, but I do think the future is bright for him.
Switz can make plays.
But I feel like
make plays, Switz.
I just think he feels like he's a little guy that he doesn't. I think everything is coming so fast. He doesn't see the whole developing for him a lot of times.
Look, as I said, all eyes are definitely going to be on Dak, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do this Sunday. I feel really good about him. This is his chance to prove that he could be in the upper echelon level.
It's true.
With the guys like Russell Wilson, possibly. Now, I'm not putting him up there with Tom. And I'm just saying based off quarterback play solely, not Super Bowls and what you've done as far as win-wise.
He can prove he can put himself in that, not the first tier, but Russell is the number one quarterback in that second tier. So Dak can for sure put himself in that second quarterback in that second tier category.
Well, we will see who's in that first tier of a tier of their own when we come back. The guys here on Spot on Sports, we got our mid-season MVP picks. What's everybody's thinking? Who's the number one guy? Spot on Sports. Stay tuned.
Free Zeke.